When the topic of the richest people in the world comes up, names like Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, and Bill Gates come to mind. But if we go back in history and tell you that the richest person of all time is not only from the billionaires of today's technology field and the transportation poles of the industrial age but also from the greatest rulers of the world, Augustus Caesar and William the Conqueror was richer. Historians say the world's richest man was a man named Mansa Musa, a 14th-century West African ruler whose wealth, according to the BBC, was indescribable and unlimited. But who was he and why might you not have heard his name? Mansa means sultan or emperor in the Mandinka language. According to BBC, Musa Keita was born around 1280 during the reign of the Keita dynasty. He came to power in 1312 when his brother Mansa Abu Bakr abdicated to go on a sea voyage. According to historians and the British Museum, the Mali Empire was the world's largest gold producer at the time and held more than half of the world's gold reserves. According to National Geographic, with Moses on the throne, trade flourished in the region, and its wealth from salt and gold mining, as well as the ivory trade, skyrocketed. But it was not only salt and gold that increased Moses' wealth. During his reign, the territory of the Mali Empire expanded 3,000 kilometers, from the Atlantic Ocean to present-day Niger, and more than 24 cities were annexed. It is said that he never lost a battle and in many cases, the territories voluntarily joined the Mali Empire because of the higher quality of life. Musa was a devout Muslim and started his pilgrimage to Mecca between 1324 and 1325 AD, which is now known as the most expensive pilgrimage in human history. He wanted to spread his fame around the world, and this 6,500 kilometers trip was a good opportunity. According to the BBC, the Mali king left for Mecca with 60,000 people, from court officials to servants and slaves. It is said that most of these passengers were fully dressed in Persian silk, even the slaves. About 100 camels were carrying loads of pure gold. He and his companions crossed the Great African Sahara and reached Cairo. Musa spent so much gold in the capital of Egypt that the economy of that region became unstable, and suffered inflation for 10 years. After his return, Moses focused on rebuilding and reviving the cities of his kingdom. Thanks to his development and renovation projects in the region, his reputation spread further. He collaborated with Muslim scholars, including the Andalusian poet and architect Abu Ishaq al-Sahili, to whom Moses paid 200 kilograms of gold for their services. He also built a school, a library, and a mosque and turned Timbuktu into a center of culture and education. Musa died in 1337 AD at the age of 57 and his sons succeeded him, but his empire eventually fell apart. Some estimate Moses' wealth at $400 to $500 billion, although it is difficult to calculate wealth based on gold, salt, and land. But many historians believe that his wealth was so much that it cannot be described. We may ask why the names Mali Empire and Mansa Musa are not as colorful in history as they should be. The reason should be found in the trends that have occurred in the past few centuries. Figures such as Alexander the Great, Cyrus the Great, Genghis Khan, and Napoleon Bonaparte are important in both Eastern and Western history, but their importance is mainly because of historical continuity makes. Let their names live in history. But the Empire of Mali, for all its importance and wealth, was a local empire, and as it rose suddenly and disappeared suddenly, it lost its colorful place in history. On the other hand, with the beginning of the era of slavery, West Africa was only a reminder of one thing to the Europeans who wrote the history later: free labor. Perhaps it is not strange, history is written by victorious people. Despite this, Mansa Musa is remembered not only for its huge gold mounds but also for its generosity and religious commitment to promoting education and investing in cultural development. Thank you for watching the story of Mansa Musa. Finally, thank you for watching this video. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel and comment your opinion.